You obviously had a good relationship with Josh. What's it like going to be playing against him? Have you ever? I don't know. I would imagine you've never played against him.
I mean, I've played against him a lot.
I guess
training.
So. Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I mean, I haven't really thought about playing him, so he'll be motivated. I'm just excited to play against him, and hopefully he does well. You know, we've seen that he's been playing every game, so that's really good. We're excited for him, and I'm excited to play against him, see what has happened over there.
Have you kept in touch with him at all?
No, not really. Cody's the one that keeps in touch with him the most, and we kind of talk about him. But I'll talk to him over there.
So we talked to Christian a bit about this, but it seems that one of the things you guys have done so much better in the last couple of weeks is you were already turning teams over a lot in the offensive half, but you weren't necessarily creating chances out of that, and it seems like you've done a better job of turning those into chances. And I'm just curious if that's something you've seen, if that was something that was an emphasis, and sort of what you think the big difference between the last couple of weeks and the weeks before that were.
Yeah, I mean, we've been stressing that a lot here in training, in video, finishing chances. I know us in the locker room, we've been talking a lot about once we get in those positions, can we just take the shot? Sometimes we try to make it the perfect chance and, make it perfect for our teammate, but like Pedro's goal over there in Dallas where he just takes the shot and hits off the post and Moose is able to score. It unlocks the defense sometimes. I think the key for us many games is to score the first goal, and then once we do that, then we're in a great spot to score more. So that's something we've said, take the shot, take the risk. It doesn't really matter if it's perfect or not, but good things can happen if you shoot.
When you look back at that game, I mean, it seemed like the entirety of that offense, specifically in the first half, was just very smooth. It seemed like everybody was moving accordingly. The pass that you give to Pedro, it seems like it's almost by design. What was it that in those 15, 20 minutes just ignited the team to, I don't know, in sync in that level?
Maybe it was just we were playing at home. We were 3 hard away games, and we finally got to play at home. We like to control the game. We like to create the tempo. So maybe it's just being at home in front of our people in our stadium that created that.
Take us back just into that moment, that pass. I mean, usually when somebody gets into that prime assist position where you got maybe it's a straight pass, you cut it inside. Is that something that you kind of just knew where Pedro was going to be at? Is the best possible pass that you kind of thought was going to happen?
I mean, it's just something I learned since I was very, very little with my dad. Just get to the end line, cut it back. So good things can happen. The defense is always going to drop and protect the goal, and our guys are going to be arriving. So someone has to be there, and that's just something I've learned since my whole life.
When you look at Colorado, talented midfield, from your position, what are some of the things that you think will be important for Seattle to get a good result in Colorado?
I think we need to be good in possession. We need to be able to push them back into their own half and keep the possession. They're very dynamic in the midfield. They have very athletic players, and obviously we've looked in the stats and video today, and they created the most chances out of counterattacks. So we need to be good in our counter prevention, make sure we're good in possession as well, and not allow them to have those moments, and obviously be aware of Mihailovic. He's the one that runs the game for them.